Have you ever looked at a flat image, say a painting or a photo, and just felt this incredible depth or, this real sense of emotion, almost like it's alive? Well, often that magic comes down to something artists call value. Today, we're doing a deep dive into value in art. And not the kind you find on a price tag. We mean the artistic tool, the one that really shapes how we see images. We'll unpack what it means, look at how artists from way back, like the ancient Greeks, up to modern photographers have used it, and maybe figure out why it's arguably the most vital element in art.
It really is fascinating, isn't it? Because value is, well, simply the lightness or darkness of a color. Sounds straightforward. But our brains process it even before color. It's that fundamental. So artists play with this light and dark
Yeah.
to create illusions of reality, yes, but also emotion, and to guide your eye.
Okay, so when artists talk value, what exactly are they referring to? How do they even start to organize something as huge as all the light and shadow we see?
Well, fundamentally, it's about how light hits an object, how it reveals form. Without light, nothing. Artists often simplify that infinite range. They use a value scale. Think lightest white to darkest black, maybe with steps of gray in between. You might see a simple three-step scale,
Yeah.
light, mid-tone, dark. Or maybe a more detailed nine-step one. It helps them translate what the eye sees onto that flat surface.
Yeah,
You know?
that makes sense. Very
Yeah.
foundational, yeah. So how do they actually use this to make a flat canvas feel, well, three-dimensional?
This is where it gets really interesting. It's power. Value is absolutely critical for creating that illusion of 3D form, of volume. Think way back to the ancient Greeks and skiagraphia, literally shadow painting.
Hmm?
Artists like Apollodorus were experiment to a shadow to imply depth, and this evolved pretty dramatically into chiaroscuro during the Renaissance.
Chiaroscuro, right, that really dramatic light and dark. You see it so clearly in images like those hands we looked at. The shading creates such form.
Exactly. Take Caravaggio, the Baroque master. His chiaroscuro wasn't just about making things look round. It was pure emotion. Or look at the Night Watch. Light and shadow create movement, a sense of anticipation. He uses light to pull your eyes straight to key figures, like that bright little girl who symbolizes Dutch pride. Masterful direction.
Okay, so it's not always about high drama then. Value also sets mood, right? Atmosphere. Those subtle shifts that change how a piece feels.
Even Goya's The Third of May, 1808. The lantern light there is harsh, chaotic. It hits those faces of the condemned, making it raw, immediate, impactful. So, yeah, the way light and dark are distributed really sets the whole emotional stage.
It really does sound like a universal language in visuals. So how does this element value carry over into modern forms? Photography, for instance.
Oh, it's absolutely fundamental there, too. Maybe even more obvious sometimes.
Yeah.
Especially black and white photography. It strips away color, right? So you and the artist have only value to work with. W. Eugene Smith's Tomoko Omura in her bath. Incredibly powerful, human, emotional, purely through light and dark. And think of Sebastião Salgado's photos of the Brazilian gold mines, like that Serapolana image. Stark black and white conveys the harshness, the reality, maybe even questions human value itself with those anonymous tonal figures.
Yeah, or even landscapes. Ansel Adams' Tetons and Snake River, the light and dark literally sculpt the mountains, pull your eye down the river.
Precisely. Or still life. Edward Weston's Pepper.
Yeah.
The light, the soft shadows.
Oh, yeah.
They emphasize its curve so much it almost looks human. It's all about manipulating values, those tones, to convey meaning of whatever the subject.
Okay, so for someone like me or anyone listening who wants to get better at seeing value in art, any practical tips?
Yeah, definitely. One really simple but powerful technique is just to squint. Seriously, try it. Squint at an image. It blurs out the details, the distracting lines and colors, and it emphasizes the overall tonal contrasts, the big shapes of light and shadow. Helps you see the structure.
So wrapping this up, what's the big takeaway here? From those first Greek experiments right up to today's photos, mastering value, that play of light and shadow, seems like the universal language. It gives art its depth, its punch, its feeling. It connects directly to how our brains see.
Exactly. Understanding value lets artists share not just what something looks like, but how it feels. Emotional truth. They use that contrast of light and dark to grab and guide your focus. It's like the silent conductor of everything you see.
So next time you're looking at art, a painting, a photo, whatever, try to look past the colors for a moment. Ask yourself, how are the light and shadow working here? What story are they telling? What mood are they setting? How is the artist using just light and dark to make me feel something?